Bad hair, don't care. Hulu and the creator of Dear White People bring us a horror comedy that'll have everybody rushing to take out they weave. Stay tuned as we review Bad Hair on this episode of Blerd Up Reviews.
What's up, Blerd Squad? Happy Halloween, and welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reviews, where we talk about all things movies, TV, and gaming, all with a blurred twist. We're your host. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And today we are coming with another movie review for Bad Hair.
Yeah.
So we actually reacted to this trailer on this channel, and I was excited for it. What about you?
Yeah, I was excited for it as well. I love Justin Simeon, who is the creator of Dear White People, and I love Dear White People. So I thought, hey, this is something I'm automatically going to love, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And also the other thing that stood out, there was a lot of stars, cameos, I guess you want to say, in this movie. So I was really excited to see it. It's Halloween, horror season. The way this trailer looked to me, it was kind of like a horror satire. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna do it. So let's go ahead and jump into this review for Bad Hair. But before we do that, thank you again to everyone who has been liking and subscribing to our channel. We really do appreciate it. Your likes, your follows helps us get picked up by the YouTube algorithm. It also lets us know what type of content you guys are digging. So again, thank you for interacting with us. If you are new to this channel and you want to stay up to date, please make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on everything we've got coming up. All right, Blerd Up Reviews, Bad Hair. So what do you say? Do we want to do, is it spoiler ridden, or are we just going to keep it short and sweet?
I think short and sweet, because I really want people to watch this movie for themselves. And yeah.
All right, go into a synopsis for us.
Yeah, so basically, it's about, and I forgot the main character's name. It's been a little while since I watched this, guys. Yeah, sorry. I've watched so many movies since then. But it's about Anna, and she basically works at kind of like a BET type TV company.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, we learn that, she's kind of, doesn't have a lot of money, but she's working at this studio, and she's like assistant to the main person who runs the studio. Well, here comes, owners of the studio coming in saying, hey, we're going to replace the boss. And now Anna's stuck in this situation where she has to conform to basically how show business is ran, or she risks losing her job. So she does make those changes to try to conform. She gets weave put in her hair, and a suggestion given to her by the new CEO, or not CEO, but just runner of the company, Vanessa Williams' character. But as soon as she puts this weave in her hair, she starts to realize that, wait a minute, something's going on with this hair.
So and I'll go as far as to whatever you see in the trailer. I won't go past that. So yeah, she's basically in a position that if she wants to get ahead in her career, she's got to conform, like you said. And mind you, this movie is set back in the 80s, and this was like when the weaves were like new, and it was like the thing, and it was mad expensive to get a sew-in, So she's kind of struggling, but at the end of the day, she has so much talent, but she can't get her foot in the door because of the way that she looks, which is horrible because I thought she looked fine. But the thing that tickled me about this movie is it took a very serious tone at first. You see the trauma that she goes through with getting her hair relaxed. Oh my God.
I know that trauma.
She's getting her hair relaxed. Her sister's doing it, and she gets a big old scar in the back of her head as a result of that. So she stays natural. One of my friends was like, so she just gonna decide not to comb her hair the rest of her life because, and I was like, see, that's the type of shit that we don't need, because there was nothing wrong with her hair the way it was,
And excuse me, I just want to correct somebody. So whoever your friend is, just because our hair is curly does not mean it's not combed. So please don't. I have had so many people come up to me and just be like, so can you comb this? It's combed. All right. Just because it doesn't look like you can get a comb through it, I can get a comb through it. So don't call me nappy. Don't call me nappy.
Oh my god, it's horrible. It's horrible. But unfortunately, that's with her and a lot of the women in the office. You know, they all got like natural hair, and they're being forced
Mm-hmm.
to conform in order to lead this revolution for this new company. So again, like you said, it was more like a BET, and then it's once Vanessa Williams' character came in, it started becoming more of an MTV.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Anna's character, she had came up with basically the blueprint for what we saw as TRL.
Yep.
It was so nice, it was on it, but the only thing keeping it from moving forward is nobody would pay attention to her because of the way she looks. So Vanessa Williams' character is like, girl, you want to be one of my girls? Go get you a weave. Go see Burgess, which is played by Laverne Cox. Go see her. Get you a little weave. Mind you, during that conversation, did you see her ponytail move from one side to the other?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess we're going into spoilers here.
Yeah. Sorry,
So,
guys. We kind of. Well, it was actually in the trailer. They
oh,
know the
was
gist
it?
of the movie. They know the gist of the movie about the hair
Yeah.
being enchanted. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But everybody Vanessa Williams sends to this salon to go see Laverne, Cox character. Basically they all are taking part of this, weave revolution that
mhm,
there's a little bit more going into this to this weave that's coming from this shop.
yeah.
um I don't know. Like you said at the beginning of this movie, it was like a darker type of tone.
Hmm.
Especially in the scenes where she started doing some research into trying to figure out what was going on. But
Yeah.
as it got towards the end, it became more of a and I actually did not mind that. Some people
I
will
didn't
mind it.
either.
Some people will say like it just got ridiculous at the end.
Yeah.
But me, I loved it. What is her name? I just forgot
Lena
her
Waithe.
name. Lena Waithe. Yes, Lena
Yeah.
Waithe. Yo. There was a scene in this movie where she just had me just rolling. And I thought it was it was a tense time that it was going on, but
Yeah.
she just took me out of it for a minute. And it was just she earned that laugh basically. But
She
I
did.
ended up loving this movie a little bit more than I actually thought I would. I love Justin Simeon and anything that he does. Watching the trailer for this movie, I was like, I love Justin Simeon, so I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I did come out of it, liking it just a little bit more than I thought I would.
I did too, and I know a lot of people had a problem with the movie because here's what it did, and this is a very ballsy thing to do with a movie. The movie changed tones right in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
it. So at the beginning, we were talking about how serious it was, character development. You're feeling something for Anna. You understand her pain. She goes, gets her, and when Laverne was sewing that weave in her head, I'm like, she's sewing it into her scalp. It's not the
Yeah,
braids, it's her
yeah,
scalp. The blood's like pouring, and she actually passes out crying. To now, she's got the hair in, the hair's moving. She's putting the pink lotion on it to try to soothe it or whatever. And you get to the climax where the hair everybody's weaves just start going crazy.
yep,
That
yep,
scene with
yep.
Lena Waithe that you were talking about, I was dying laughing on that shit too. Uh, but what they did was they changed the tone in the middle of the movie, which is very hard to do, but I still enjoyed for lack of a better word, the fuckery that happened at the end of it because it was cute. It reminded me
Yeah,
of "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker,"
yeah, yeah,
where it's serious, but there's some laughs in it. I
yeah.
also think there was a huge social commentary outside of the obvious. Natural hair in the workplace has been villainized. And we're
Mm-hmm,
just now
mm-hmm.
getting to a point to where you can't tell someone that their dreads are unprofessional, or you can't tell someone that their braids or their afro is not a professional look. You don't govern black women's hair. You don't govern black people's hair. You can't make that rule.
Yeah.
The other thing I was like, basically, what's happened to the beauty industry, which again, I think we're at a point now where the beauty industry has changed from where it was back in the 90s, where the Asians pretty much had a stronghold on weave and everything else, to now um, there being more African Americans having ownership within that space.
Mm-hmm.
You see where the weave was coming from and who was responsible for it. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I told y'all. Look, I done told y'all. But I took that from it as well. At the end of the day, I didn't mind this movie.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think the reason why I didn't mind this movie so much and I loved it a little bit more than I thought I would is maybe because there's a tad bit that I could relate to.
Uh huh.
Again, I wear my hair natural, and it took me actually a long time to actually be comfortable with my natural hair and just to, show up to work where I felt like people weren't looking at me and saying like, why isn't your hair done?
Uh huh.
So I kind of related a little bit to this,
Yeah.
and that's why I think that I loved it a little bit more than I thought I would.
Yeah. The other thing that really I liked about this movie was just the throwbacks where you got Usher and you got Kelly Rowland singing these 80s New Jack Swing type songs.
Oh
I've
yeah.
had that song stuck in my head since I watched that movie, and it's not funny because
I
it's that
purposely
serious.
did not listen to the lyrics of that song because I was like, because they tried to make it out like she was, the Janet Jackson of that
Right.
time. And
Yeah.
I get Janet Jackson's song stuck in my head, all the control. So I actually purposely did not listen to the words of that song because I was like, I am not going to get this song stuck in my head. I'm not going to be singing it later on. No, no, no.
I got it in my head. I know the words and everything. And she's
See,
like, like
yeah.
so the soundtrack though, not just like those songs but this accompanying soundtrack in the movie, I thought was really well done as well. I think
Hmm.
the music matched the movie's mood at every angle. So
Yep.
all right, let's get to the rating on a scale of 1 to 10 on the Blerd meter. You want to do the honors here?
I'll let you go first this time.
I'm gonna give this movie a 6. I mean, it's fun. Anybody going into a horror movie about hair expecting it to be this genre masterpiece, I'm sorry, buddy. I knew exactly what I was getting with this movie, but still was surprised.
Yeah.
To think
Yep.
about the concept of what was actually happening, I thought was really intelligent. Grandma Lucy Bell told me a long time ago that your hair holds energy. you know
Hmm.
so if you're wearing somebody else's hair on your head, then you're gonna adopt some of that energy. I remember when we did the trailer review, I told you some of these hoes be acting possessed when they get their hair done,
Oh my
and in this
gosh.
case this is what happened. So I'm
And
giving it a 6.
yeah, I agree with you. I was going to say, for all you out there wondering who Grandma Lucy Bell is, not no rap star, no music star. That's our grandma. So,
Right.
but anyways, yes, yes, I would give this a six as well. Again, I didn't go into it expecting like this Oscar worthy type of movie. I went in it to have fun, and like I said, I surprisingly liked it more than I thought I would, and related to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, six.
Shout out to the lead actress though. Oh my god, I can't remember her name, which is sorry. I'll probably pop it in the video here. She did an outstanding job. She really
She
did an
did.
outstanding job here. I really appreciated her, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing her in other stuff. So
Yeah. Yep.
cool. All right, what did you guys think about Bad Hair? Did you have a chance to check it out? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Like, did you get Kelly Rowland's song stuck in your head like I did? We want to know. Drop down in those comments. Let us know what you think. Until next time, again, we're your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
We'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reviews.
Thanks, guys.